So many people are starting out 2026, giving you predictions, giving you strategies to master your money. I don't want to do that because the actions in order for you to own your money and make better financial decisions and to create the life that you want, they're not complicated. They're not complicated. I won't even call them strategies. I'm going to call them actions, simply things for you to do. So look, y'all, what I'm going to do for the next few minutes, I had these epiphanies, these ideas of things that people are doing with their money that they could just simply start doing better. And I am going to go through my list. This is a casual conversation. All right. This isn't a master plan with a 30-day challenge. This is none of that. These are just simply things that I've thought about that everyday people deal with um, on a monthly basis. And I am going to share with you simple actions that you can take to completely change your financial life in 2026. Look, this is going to be casual, y'all. So I took some notes. I've been thinking about this for about a week, and I'm probably going to add more items to this. So if you're really looking, and look, this isn't just an investing conversation, okay? This is a full money conversation, all aspects of your money, from saving to investing to paying off debt. Just simple actions that you can start doing that will change your life. And if you're truly ready to take extra steps to create a new year, new money you in 2026, you can join my Sunday free investing classes that start at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. There's a link to that class in the description for this video. So look, y'all, I'm looking at my list right now, and I'm going to start out here. Okay. I'm going to jump around. This is going to be general budgeting. It's going to be investing. It's going to be saving. It's going to be debt. We're going to hit all of the things. This isn't like, this isn't one of them videos, y'all, where I can't like, oh, I'm going to give you these predictions and look for these stocks and these things are about to happen. And then if you do this thing, you'll save taxes and then you'll make it. I'm not about to do that right now. These are just simple behaviors that you can start doing. And with these small changes and actions, I promise you, you'll notice a difference probably in the first 3 months of the new year. All right, so here they are. This is the first place I'm going to start. I'm gonna start out hard. Look, I'm coming out the rafters on this one. Okay, listen. Save and invest 50% of any extra money you get in the new year. Y'all like, what? Yeah, any extra money you get. Okay, the first thing that we're going to experience is income tax season. If you get an income tax check, say 50% of it. Okay, income tax season aligns with company bonus time. Typically, corporate bonuses come out around March or April. Okay, you get a bonus, save at least 50% of it. You get an insurance check for something, save 50% of it. You inherit some money, save 50% of it. Guys, you have had so much time in your life. We had this conversations like, well, so much of my money goes to bills and other obligations and priorities. I'm gonna treat me. Y'all ever had that conversation? Yeah, have you ever had this conversation with yourself where you're like, I'm gonna treat me. So when I get this extra money, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I'm actually cool with you saying that. I'm actually cool with you doing that. But you're going to only do it with 50%. The other 50%, you need to save. You need to invest. Figure out your allocations for how you want to do that. This is not that video. I'm not doing that in this video. Okay. You save 50% of any extra money. You get an inheritance. You get a bonus. You get a sales commission from your job. Income taxes, save 50%. Look, I'm coming right back on that one to talk about pay increases. We're coming into the new year. Y'all had your performance reviews probably in September, October with your company. They told you if you're gonna get anything, and probably most people not getting anything going into 2026, but if you did, if you're getting a performance bonus, listen, don't find new things to spend your money on. Don't have lifestyle creep or lifestyle inflation. Don't go out and buy a new car to celebrate. Don't go on a vacation to celebrate. If you get a bonus, invest the difference. Invest it. You get a 3% bonus. All right, that extra 3% is going in my 401k. You get a 3% bonus. Okay, it's going in my savings account. You get a 3% bonus. That 3% is going in my brokerage account. Okay. These are simple actions that you can take to change your money situation in the new year without all of the complications. Like, I'm not trying to give y'all strategies and do this by a certain time, and then this is going to happen. And if you buy this stock at this, we're not doing it. These are just simple things that you can do that are going to come up throughout the year. That if you do these things, I guarantee you'll see a huge impact in 3 months. And you do it for the entire year, you're going to change your life. Okay. All right. So that was the second one. The third one, set up automatic deposits in your brokerage account. This one is about investing. Okay. So people may, if you're not automatically investing, if you're not dollar cost averaging or have a recurring investment set up or have an automatic transfer from a savings account to your brokerage account, you need to do that. Okay. That's another action. This ain't a strategy. But when you do that, after you get that set up, now this is a little bit of a strategy, but you do it one time. After you get that set up, 85% of the money that you transfer in the brokerage account is going to buy investments. You figure out your investments. The next thing I'm going to talk about is going to be about helping you figure out your investments. All right. So transfer money automatically from a savings account into your brokerage account every single month. You're going to automatically buy investments. 85% of the money that gets transferred on a monthly basis needs to be buying investments. The other 15%, you're going to let accumulate in your brokerage account. The reason why you're going to let it accumulate in your brokerage account is because you need that cash to buy the dips. So what I saw happen in 2025 when I was telling our community that they need to buy the dip, I saw a lot of people didn't have money to buy the dip. They're like, oh, all my money's automatically invested or my money is accounted for in my 401k. They didn't have money to buy the dip. So now in 2026, we have to make sure that we're prepared to buy the dip. And one of the ways that we're going to do that is by only investing 85% of the money that automatically gets transferred into our brokerage account. And we'll allow that 15% to accumulate month by month. So when there is a dip, you'll have some cash to pull from. Okay. Now, I know the next question is, all right, well, then what am I investing in, Courtney? Here's the other thing that you need to do for 2026. Again, y'all, these aren't strategies. These aren't predictions. These aren't behaviors. These aren't habits. I'm giving y'all stuff that you need to do. Okay, this is stuff that you need to do to own your money. You need to create an opportunity list. I did this with my community last Wednesday. We all normally on Wednesdays, my community meet up. We meet up. We do live Q&As. We talk about wins, announcements. We welcome all of our new people. This Wednesday, we kept Q&A short so we could create opportunity lists. Our opportunity lists are 3 to 5 stocks that you want to keep an eye on in the year. So when you do get a dip, or when you are setting up your recurring investments, you know the companies that you want to invest in. A lot of people get stuck. Okay. They're like, oh, you got did y'all know there are 3,800 stocks traded on the stock exchanges? 3,800. That's not including the ETFs. 3,800. So naturally, there's a lot of information to process. Naturally, especially if you're a beginner, you don't know where to start, what to invest in. Is Nvidia better than Google? Should I be looking at these there's just so many questions that you have, and you don't want to be figuring out what you're investing your money in when it's time to buy the dip. You need to already have that established. And this is a good time. These next 2 weeks, week and a half, what is today? Today's like the 19th, the 20th. These next 11 days are the best time for you to set these things in motion because it's slow. Nobody's working hard. We have the holidays, we have vacation, PTO, And none of this takes a lot of time. Okay. It just it's not even difficult. You just got to sit down and do it. So sit down, think about 3 to 5 stocks that you want to buy in the new year. Those can be for your recurring investment, but they can also be for the stocks that you want to focus on to buy the dip. That way, when the dip comes, or not even when the dip comes for the overall market, you have 3 to 5 stocks that you can follow where you're waiting for a dip. And you will get a dip. You will get a dip. There were stocks this year. I bought Palantir, I'm up 70%. I bought Google, I'm up over 100%. I bought Nvidia, I'm up 70%. Okay. Those companies been up 70, 100%. They had dips in 2025. A stock will still do well in a year, but it's going to have a dip. So if you're focused on 3 to 5 stocks, you're not overwhelmed by all of the things that are happening in the market. All right, yeah, y'all better get y'all notebook, write this stuff down. All right, and listen, I'm going to talk about this again. Look, it's 3:07, 4 p.m. is my beginner investing class. Okay, I do that Sundays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If y'all really want to get into this and you want to learn more about stocks and things you need to be focused on as we go into the new year, the link to register for that is in the description. So y'all can, when I finish here in the next 10, 15 minutes, y'all can then go to the link in the description, register, join my free class that's taking place in about an hour. Okay. But this has been on my heart, y'all. And sometimes I just feel like we just need to talk. I don't need PowerPoints. I don't need to teach you. I don't need heart to hearts. It don't have to be an interview. I literally have been taking these notes for a little while. And I was just like, the way that we are doing things in terms of our money, um, we could be doing better. And it doesn't have to be a complex strategy, habit, challenge thing. Like, look, just do this. Just create an opportunity list. You do it one time, you follow those stocks, right? Set up automatic uh, funds transfer into your brokerage account. Invest 85% of it. Let 15% sit in the account. Right? These are just things to do. You get an extra payment, you get some extra funds in the new year. Save 50% of it. Save 50% of it. Set it aside. Okay. And great question. The your opportunity list of the 3 to 5 investments. They don't have to be stocks. They can be they can be mutual funds. They could be ETFs. It can be a mix. You can have 2 stocks, 3 ETFs. It could be 5 ETFs. It could be 5 stocks. Find something to follow. I bought SMH this year on a dip. I was up almost 70%. Okay, that's an ETF that I really, really like. It does not have to be individual stocks. That's a great question. The link to the class is in the description for the video. I see a couple of you asked for the link to the class. It's in the description for the video. All right. All right. So my next one, y'all. I got a couple more. Oh, this is a big one. Before you get into January, review, and I got to do this one yet because I need to do this one as well because I haven't done it yet. Okay, review your subscriptions. Don't go into the new year with unnecessary subscriptions. Don't go into the new year with unnecessary subscriptions. Renew. Don't renew some of them. Review your subscriptions, y'all. 1 year. I'm trying to. When was this? This was a few years back. Okay. At this time, and this was before I was engaged. So this is just when it was me and my daughter. I was a new single dad, figuring life out, just trying to get by, keep my daughter occupied. Daughter had a cell phone. Found out my daughter was signing up for all of these different apps, these different games, graphics, makeup. I found over $200 of subscriptions that my daughter had signed up for. 200 bucks. Normally, when I first started doing this, and it's been several years now, normally when I do this exercise, I would be able to find at least $200 a month that I could add back into my budget. These companies make so much money off of your subscriptions. It is not because you're a loyal customer or you love their product or service. You just forget to cancel it. That's how they make money. And then you start seeing companies where it doesn't even make sense to have a subscription. There's a athleisure brand that I'm aware of that has a subscription. Like, why do I need a subscription for workout attire? Why do I need a subscription for underwear and bathroom attire? Review your subscriptions, y'all, because companies are making billions off of it. All right, let me see. Oh, here's a big one. I need you to review the investments in your retirement account. I work with people every day, helping them create strategies for their retirements. So many people don't know what they're invested in. They don't know what types of investments. They haven't set a goal. They're just completely unaware. And I help people find some really disturbing things. Some people don't even know how to access their funds in their retirement account. Okay, I don't want that to be you. So take some time, sometime January, February, find out how you access your retirement account. Be clear on how much you're contributing. You should only be contributing up to the max that your employer will match. Then you should be opening up a self-directed IRA because you're going to get better investments. I actually talk about that. I'm going to talk about that at 4 o'clock in our free beginners investing class in a little bit more detail. You need to make sure that if you have more than 5 years into retirement, you are invested in growth stocks and growth mutual funds because you have time and you need your money working for you. You need that money working hard. You need your money working overtime. And some of y'all got y'all money working on part-time. Some of y'all money is they contract employees. Some of y'all money is seasonal. Okay, so you need to get your money working for you full time in your retirement account. It needs to be in growth stocks and growth mutual funds. And if you're not in that already, if you don't know, number one, you need to know. If you're unsure, you need to find out and then make the changes. So everybody needs to review your retirement account. Again, these aren't strategies, these are just actions. What's going on? Appreciate that love coming from Memphis. What I'm doing, real quick, real casual, I had these ideas that I believe will truly change your financial life in the new year. These aren't strategies. This isn't a prediction. This isn't a hot stock. These are just behaviors that you can do that will change your life financially. I'm gonna go back through them. I think I have one more. Um, No, I got all of them. All right. So for my people that are just joining, for my people that just checked in, as I mentioned, I've just been thinking, almost like a mental journal. I've been taking notes in my notes app on my phone, and I've just been thinking about the things that I saw people do in 2025 that they can do better in 2026. And I don't want to complicate it for anybody. I don't want it to be a drawn out challenge. So y'all are busy. You have work, families. It takes every ounce of energy that you have probably to even pour into yourself. Okay. So I don't want to make things hard for you. So what I did was I wrote down a list of things that are just actions, stuff for you to do, not a strategy, not a prediction. Okay. Just things that you can do. Most of these are things you do one time and then you're done with it for the year. That's why if you do these things, I promise you, you'll see a difference in about 3 months. So here's the list for my people that just joined. Number one, you need to set up automatic deposits into your brokerage account. Set up automatic deposits into your brokerage account. When you do that, invest 85% of the money. 15% of the money needs to sit in the account, allow it to accumulate so that you can buy the dip when the dip happens. Okay. The dip is when a stock or stock prices drop. The second action item, you need to create an action list of stocks, ETFs, or mutual funds that you want to follow for the year. So you're not overwhelmed or feel left behind or miss out when there are drops in the market where you could have invested. I saw a lot of people get frustrated about missing dips and being unsure of what to invest in when the overall market dipped the three times that it dipped in 2025. So going into this year is like, hey, have 3 to 5 that you follow. You can set alerts in whatever charting platform that you're using. Set the alert for 10 to 15%. The stock dropped 10 to 15%, really 15% or more. You want to be buying. Okay. 15% or more. Set your alert. All right. Any extra money you receive, you need to save 50%. So if that's a bonus, if that's an income tax check, if it's an insurance check, if it's an inheritance, sales commission, if you get extra money this year, save 50%. Even if it's a part-time job. If it's a part-time job and you can afford to save 50%, I realize there are a lot of people who have part-time jobs, not because they want the extra. They have the part-time jobs because they need the income to pay their bills. If you have extra money from the part-time job and you can afford to save 50%, save 50%. But any extra money that you get in 2026, we setting aside 50% of it. And you can decide what you want to do with the 50%. If you want to put it in your savings account, if you want to put it in your brokerage account, do that. But stick to our formulas, right? Okay, we only have 6 to 8 months plus short-term goals in our savings account. Anything above that needs to be in your brokerage account. In your brokerage account, you got a lump sum of money. We invest 1/12 of that every month, waiting for the dip. When we transfer our money, when we set up our automatic transfers into our brokerage account, 85% of it gets invested. All right, those are our habits. Um, we said identify the 3 to 5 stocks that you can follow all year long. That's your opportunity list. Review and cancel subscriptions at the beginning of the year. Review and cancel your subscriptions at the beginning of the year. If you just joined, I told a story a few years back. My daughter had signed up for all of these like kiddie games on my phone that were free for 30 days, free for 60 days, free for 90 days. And then I just got whacked. Okay, by all of these fees, racked up about $300 in subscriptions. Every year that I review my auto subscriptions, I save a couple $100. People go into the new year, they're like, I want to save money, I want to make more money. You can give yourself a raise by reviewing your subscriptions before the year starts. And then the last thing that everybody needs to do going into the new year is check your retirement portfolio. What type of investments do you have? How much are you contributing? Okay. You want to make sure you know how to access that. Only contribute up to the max that your employer will match, then self-direct. If you have more than 5 years into retirement, you want to invest in growth stocks and growth mutual funds. Look, that's my list, y'all. Like I said, this isn't about strategy. This isn't predictions. This isn't a whole stock conversation. This is about simple to-dos that you can do in the next 11 days that will change your 2026. Again, anybody that's watching, I do invite you to attend my free beginners investing class. If you're interested in learning to invest in the stock market, I teach long-term investing for anybody, no matter how young, how old, what your expertise is. This is designed for beginners. We're actually getting started in 40 minutes. The link to register for today's class is in the description to this video. I do this class every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also do it on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Obviously, the next 2 Thursdays are holidays, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. So we won't be doing our Thursday classes. We'll only be meeting on Sundays for the next 2 weeks. But if you see this after 2 weeks, we do Thursdays, 7 p.m., Sundays, 4 p.m. That's Eastern Standard. Link to register is in the bio. Guys, mastering your money is not complicated. It doesn't have to be hard. Changing your financial life, it isn't a home run. It's not a one press bench press. Okay? It is a series of small behaviors that accumulate over time. I think I gave you 8. All 8. Listen, it's about 11 days left in this year. 2 or 3 of those days are holidays. So if you do one of the things that I mentioned on this video, you're done for the new year. That's your strategy. It's not a do this every month or do this every pay period or wait for this to happen. Like, no, you do each of these things. Let's look at the list one more time. You do each of these things one more time. Set up automatic deposits into your brokerage account. That's one time. Invest 85% automatically. Let 15% build so you can buy the dip. That's a one-time thing. Save and invest 50% of any extra money. That's your rule. Save 50% is one time. Invest. I missed this when I went over it a second ago. Invest every pay increase. If you get a pay increase, invest it. Don't spend it. It's a one-time thing that you can set up. Identify 3 to 5 stocks to follow all year so you're ready for the dips. It's a one-time thing. Review and cancel subscriptions that you don't need. A one-time thing. Check your retirement portfolio. It's a one-time thing. It doesn't have to be over and over again. It doesn't have to take up your whole year. You're busy. I wanted to keep it simple. Guys, those are my actions that you need to do. Look, share this video with somebody that you love. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Investing Uncomplicated YouTube channel. Turn on your notifications. We post about 3 times a week. We're so excited at the rate that our channel has grown. We're over 30,000 subscribers in about 90 days, which is a beautiful thing. You all have loved the content that we've been doing. You ask great questions. You're engaged. It doesn't have to just stop here. I do free classes Sundays, Thursdays. Links in the bio for that. Do this stuff, y'all. One thing a day for the rest of the year, or just get it done in January, February. That's good. Small habits add up to big changes. I'll see y'all in the next video.